Electric motorcycles seem to be popping up everywhere these days. Most of the time, they come from brand new startups trying to break into the market. But this time, things are a little different. The company behind this bike is already a known name in the electric motorcycle space. And interestingly enough, the bike itself isn't completely new either. The brand is DAB Motors, a relatively young company that started back in 2018 in Bordeaux, France. Even though it hasn't been around for decades, it quickly made waves in the industry, especially with its limited-run electric motorcycle called the DAB1 Alpha or Alpha. That bike grabbed a lot of attention online, particularly the eye-catching transparent edition that went viral. The company's success even caught the attention of Peugeot, which acquired DAB Motors in 2023. Now the company is taking a big step forward with its first true mass-production electric motorcycle, called the DAB1. As the name suggests, it's heavily inspired by the earlier DAB1 Alpha. The difference is that this version is built for a wider audience and comes at a much more accessible price, which makes it a lot more realistic as an everyday electric motorcycle. One of the things that makes the DAB1 interesting is its power-to-weight ratio. The bike produces 31 horsepower, or 23 kilowatts of peak power, and delivers up to 395 newton-meters of torque at the rear wheel. That's plenty of punch for a bike that weighs just 145 kilograms. With that setup, it can reach a top speed of about 120 kilometers per hour, which is more than enough for city riding and even some highway stretches. Power goes to the rear wheel through a belt drive system, and riders get 5 different ride modes to choose from. There's Eco for efficiency, Street for everyday riding, Sport for more excitement, and a mode called Nitrous for maximum performance. There's even a reverse mode that helps you slowly maneuver the bike backward, which can be surprisingly useful when parking. Another interesting detail is that the bike's continuous rated power is under 11 kilowatts. Because of that, in Europe it can be ridden with an A1 license, meaning riders as young as 16 can legally get on it. When it comes to the battery, the DAB1 uses a lithium-ion pack with a nominal capacity of 6.2 kilowatt hours and a maximum capacity of 7.1 kilowatt hours. In mixed riding conditions, the bike can travel up to around 150 kilometers on a charge. If you ride aggressively and push the performance, the range drops a bit to roughly 120 kilometers. The bike also uses regenerative braking, which helps recover energy while riding and sends it back into the battery. Charging is pretty convenient too, because the charger is built directly into the motorcycle. It's a 2,000-watt system, so you don't need to carry a bulky external charger around. There's even a small storage compartment that can hold the charging cable. You can plug the bike into a standard household outlet or a Type 2 charging station. Charging from 20% to full takes about 3 hours, while topping up from 50% to 100% takes around an hour and a half. A completely empty battery usually takes about 3.5 to 4 hours to recharge. Underneath the sleek bodywork, the DAB1 rides on a tubular steel double-loop frame paired with an aluminum swing arm. Suspension duties are handled by a 46mm upside-down fork at the front and a central rear shock, both offering 100mm of travel. The chassis components come from Kayaba, while braking hardware is supplied by Brembo. Up front, you get a radial 4-piston caliper gripping a 320mm floating disc, and at the rear, there's a single-piston caliper with a 240mm disc. Both wheels are 17 inches, and ABS is standard. Interestingly, both the front and rear brakes are controlled from the handlebar. The DAB1 also comes with a solid list of modern features. It includes full LED lighting, a compact LCD digital display, and a keyless start system that works through a PIN code. One cool detail is the CNC machined smartphone mount built directly into the bike, developed in collaboration with Quad Lock. The package also includes a charging cable and a dedicated Bosch toolkit. In terms of size, the bike is fairly compact. It measures just over 2 meters long and a little over 80 centimeters wide. Riders can also adjust the seat height with an optional kit, allowing it to range between 800 and 880 millimeters. Customization is another area where DAB is putting in effort. Through the company's online configurator, buyers can choose different colors, equipment options, and accessories. There are also practical add-ons available, including a tubular rear luggage rack, a lockable top case, and even a GPS tracker. The starting price for the DAB1 is €9,990. For the first 50 orders in Europe, DAB Motors is even offering free home delivery. Right now, the bike is available in the European Union.